Hey guys, so it's my face. Welcome. Still in the cemetery, but wanted to make a different type of video. So my birthday is tomorrow. Woohoo! Happy birthday! I'll be 27. You can tell. Look at these bags. They're awful. But I came back to my home state to renew my license. I needed to renew my license. It expires tomorrow. If you can't tell, I've been kind of crying. Got some puffy bags, but I mean, let's be real. Turning 27, I got bags. We don't sleep as good anymore. However, so came here to renew my license. I saved $300 because I owed excise tax, which a lot of you may not even know what it is, as I know from clients I have from other states that don't do excise tax, so they don't understand what it is. So basically, excise tax is paying to own a car in the town you live in, pretty much. So I ended up going to the town hall here to pay the excise tax. I knew I owed some here and some in the next town from where I used to live, and I ended up paying $274 for 2 years of excise tax that I never paid, and I only brought $300, so there goes all my money. So I was definitely a wreck. When cried, I yelled, because I'm impulsive and emotional. I don't like when things don't go right. It scares me. I try to plan for things and it never goes right. But then, you have your family around you that says that you're never prepared. This is all your fault anyway, which, okay, I should have paid it when I was younger. But I mean, most of this stuff is from 2016, 2015. Come on. I was younger then. I didn't understand. But anyway, so I'm trying to re-amp my faith up a little bit, I have to remember that God's always with me. I mean, I've walked around homeless in Alabama. That video's down there as well. I've almost been killed in a different section of Alabama. That video's down there too. I've visited someone living in Washington State and had her go crazy on us as well because we didn't fall for her plan to have us sign on to her lease and to take money from her that we didn't feel right about. You always gotta trust that intuition. You don't feel right about something, don't do it. And then just kicked us out of nowhere, saying that she couldn't be happy enough for us, to be with us, and we were annoying her, so we should leave. And it went completely two-sided. And then I went to Kentucky to meet someone else that I didn't know. Found out she was on drugs, lived in a broken down trailer, and then moved in with her brother and his girlfriend, which is the people in Kentucky we were living with, who ended up getting very sexually intrigued by myself, which I don't understand. I get it, people like what they like, but come on, I have an attitude problem alone that you're gonna find out, and I'm decent looking, but I ain't supermodel. And I ended up getting so much worse there, having to leave there. Now we're homeless again. It's hard. I mean, I don't mind living in my car. It could be way worse. You get your privacy. The worst thing is finding somewhere to park where, you're okay to park. Having our 3 animals, obviously. Oh, sorry. Having those 3 animals obviously can get hard. But, I mean, we really thought last time we had a place, it was it. This was our place. And then we're going back to Michigan, hopefully. I mean, we're going to have to anyway. If I can't afford to pay the rest of the fines I own, I can't renew my license, and it expires tomorrow. Whoa, this sucks. And I asked my mom to help me, which if the other, people who've watched my videos know, me and my mom don't have a good relationship. She's got money, she's got her life, she worked hard for what she has. Me and her just don't see eye to eye. So there's a 30-80 chance if she'll help me. And if she does, I'll be forever grateful. If she doesn't, I'm going to have to go back to Michigan, try to get by with him working and get myself a license there, and hopefully it works out. I mean, all I have is faith and believing. My cat's just looking at different tombstones over here, so I gotta try to make sure I don't lose her because she's a runner, if you couldn't tell from the previous video. And I mean, I guess I'm here more or less to just say, no matter what you go through in life, remember it's gonna be okay. It's hard, and I'm dealing with one of those struggles right now, where it's hard to remember that everything's okay and that we're going to be fine. But when you feel alone and you're in a cold situation and you feel everything's kind of crumbling around you, you work hard, it falls again. You work hard, it falls again. And it's tiring. It really is. And that's why sometimes with people that know me, I'll get distant and I'll kind of just like lose focus and motivation, because it's hard when you work and you work and you work and then poof, it's gone. It gets dragged out from underneath you again. You're in the same situation, and only the people that are really close to you know how hard you've worked. Everyone else that's on the outskirts just assumes you're not doing enough, and they don't even understand how hard you're trying, how hard you're putting your whole heart into everything. Like, I'm one of the most caring people in the world, with a big attitude on the side. I mean, that comes from growing up in the East Coast. We got an attitude problem here. Sandy, get out of the tree. And it gets difficult, but you know, I've seen God in miraculous ways. God saved us from getting murdered in Alabama, sent us those signs. We heard birds telling us to leave. As weird as that sounds, you hear it. Like, they're telling you to go. We had a dog talk to us about, you know, follow us, this is what's happening, and showing us that what we saw and went through was real. We weren't crazy like these people were telling us. I mean, we got the instant light, you know, to go now, listen. And you gotta listen to that intuition. It really helps. And we got out of that situation, and I've had angels, that it feels like an angel or a higher being pushing on my car when we almost flipped our car in Kansas. Somehow we didn't flip going 90 miles an hour and the two wheels going up, and we skidded across the highway and somehow got pushed back into the right direction, and everyone stopped around us. You know, we've almost flipped our car in the snow, and it was like below freezing temperatures. You weren't supposed to be outside, and we had to get our car out of a snowbank in Illinois in the middle of winter, and there was a tow truck behind us that put his hazards on for us, and all the semi trucks that were right there, which, you know, we so could have hit, put their hazards on too, so everyone knew, like, there's a car that just did this, like, be careful. And it's like, you see God in little things, and even though, you know, life is hard, you got to remember the devil is just as tempting, and the devil shows us terrible things so that we lose our faith, puts us in bad situations, and we got to keep that faith and remember we're okay. And like, don't let these things get us down. God gives us everything, but even when it gets taken away from negativity and evil and the devil trying to tempt us to be bad people and go for the easy route, because I'll give this to you now, and then there's a bad circumstances at the end. And you have to remember that we have to keep our faith even when things get taken away from us, even when we get sick, even when our loved ones die. Because God says those who believe in me, who are tormented souls, could be tormented for 10 years, I believe it says in Revelations. If you can get through all of that and still believe in me and still show your faith in me, you'll be allowed into heaven. You'll be accepted into my heaven. And it's hard because we're pretty much making up for our ancestors' debts that didn't believe in God and trashed everything. And then we got, you know, these passed on belief systems that some of us change and some of us don't. Whatever you believe in is your own thing. I just believe, more than anything, give love to those around you. Forgiveness is key, and that's even forgiveness for yourself. You must forgive yourself. You must forgive others no matter what they've done. It only puts a weight on you. And try to smile no matter what's happening, because I'm so scared of what's about to happen in my life and where it's gonna go now. Like, this has been almost 2 years. It might even have been 2 years now of living this life, and it's so hard. But I can do it. You can do it. We can all do it. Let's stick together. Remember that no matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter what sex you are, life gets hard. And you know what? We got this, man. God's on our side. You just gotta ask for help. And don't be afraid to open those doors. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day.